So it's come to that time of year now. We need to make our Christmas brochure.
I know we don't want to talk about Christmas just yet. I think we're a little bit behind already, so we've got to crack on, get this brochure
We need to get it done.
What are the plans today? Today we're going to do the old shoot for the jewellery brochure in one day. So we're going to get the old lot done.
We need to do product shots and new stuff, what's new.
So yeah, so we've got all shots, all our new piece of boards we're making over the summer. We're going to start shooting that. Also, what I want to do with
we
you
need to do a shot of me, don't we, for the brochure, because we haven't got a new one for me for quite a while
Yeah,
now.
so on the first page of the brochure there's going to be about Bobby, so we're on a new shoot for that. We're going to go up London, I'll tell you a little bit more about that later.
Do we need one for you for the back page?
No, I ain't in the photo shoots, I'm doing all the behind the scenes stuff. And the last one I want to get this time, which we ain't gotten before in the brochure, which I think is really good, I want to get some craft shots of you actually making the pieces. Stuff we've been putting out on Instagram.
So that's the whole idea. This brochure is not going to be about, like, in previous times we've done really like girls with like quite sexy shots, with sometimes I've been in and sometimes I haven't been in the shots. Yeah. But this time it's all about the craftsmanship, it's all about London and the products really. And
I think what it was, when we first started up, we thought everyone made by hand, we thought everyone, I think because we were trained in a professional jewellery workshop, we thought everyone was the same. So when we started doing the shots, we thought it was different.
We wanted to get away from that, didn't we?
We thought it was different by going like a bit raunchy, a bit sexy, and really we didn't have no pictures for years and years and years, one picture or one video of Bobby making something. But now we realise that it's quite rare now that actually people.
Well, no one's actually making their own jewellery. It's all being done.
So I think for us, it's going. I mean, I think we let our jewellery speak for itself and being different now. But I think for our shots, it's definitely about that. I mean, if you go back to our very first shot, I'm going to stick it up on screen. Remember when I first come on with you back like 2004 or something? So it was quite a good idea, but the photographer had us over a little bit, and I'll tell you why. For us, it's quite a lot of money.
Didn't
well, it wasn't this
at the time.
He charged like 1,500 quid for his time, and then he charged £500 to rent a studio. Like, where's your own studio, mate? You know what I mean? But anyway, he done that. And when we went there, we didn't have a concept. So he sort of saw his two East End brothers, and we always used to wear suits.
There wasn't much planning, was there?
No, we always used to wear suits back in them days. So I think he'd done us like a bit like East End 1960s. That sort of look. But where he had us over, I remember him saying, "Oh, what do you want the photos for?" So we said, "Oh, we want them for like our website." When he produced, I didn't know at the time, so we put them on our website. And when we come to do our brochure at Christmas, it was something ridiculous. There was like 600 pixels or something.
Tiny little things.
That big. So you try and even put them on a normal size photo, and they went all blurry. Like, who does that? I mean, I don't know if back in them days he might have been cards.
Different, but that was
anyway,
tiny,
yeah, so he stitched us up. And then from there, I think, so we went from like that East End sort of like 1960s look, and then we went right into a really sexy
image. I mean, when you're doing a business, it's like you're talking like, I don't know how many years now, 14 years. You change, your business change. Obviously, we've grown up massively. Yeah, we didn't start when we was older.
To be fair, I think at the time that sexy, I was only young. I mean, we was probably 24 at the time. We had a jewellery brand, was doing quite well. And I think that
it worked for the time.
And sexy look.
It was about that, no, then, wasn't it?
And it was quite good. But then I suppose as we mature, we've sort of come away from that. But there is a funny story about that. I remember, if you remember the girl when it was brunette. I remember a girlfriend I was with at the time. I remember coming home.
Yeah, that was a bad.
And I was telling her about the shoot. So she's going, "Oh, I don't think you're doing right. This is like a jewellery business, luxury jewellery, and I don't think it sounds right." And I went, no, it's right, classy. And anyway, let me tell you, the girl I was with had blonde hair at the time. So I was like, no, this is really nice and classy. I said, we didn't get no cheap blonde. This is like a brunette, so it looks like a luxury. So
she weren't very happy
That didn't go down too well at all. But they got.
In my opinion, I love like blonde hair. So
yeah, no, I love.
That's Tommy's opinion on everything.
The mother of my child loves to death. She's blonde hair, so I'm not saying that. That was just in the
disclaimer from me.
That was just in the thing. But this going back how we sort of moved through the years, and I think we went into more of a sexy sort of image, and then I think we moved on from that, and we tried to play a bit safe. So this next...
We went too safe then.
So the next one I'll show you is the first shot that we actually took Bobby out of it. And I think what it was, at the time, he was getting a little bit old. So...
What do you mean getting old?
Well, he was getting a little bit...
Actually, the shots we done when I was in them look better than the ones what we got.
All right, let me tell you anyway.
That
he started to look a bit ropey, in my opinion anyway. So we said, come Bob, step behind the scenes, you know what I mean? You can't get in there. No one believes that girls like this are wrapped around you.
Actually, we took one picture of Tommy on the first ever shoot. I think it was actually the first one, what was about that big.
Yeah.
And it was a no-no for you from then though, wasn't it? So at least I've got a few more years out of it.
Oh, anyway, yeah. To tell you truthful, I didn't really like the look of myself in there. But, so we took them away from there. We've done that. I quite like the shot. We had like this manor house in London. And then we went into, from there we went into like a really sort of like, it was like a midnight. That was quite like all bow ties. Remember the shot we done at the Rosewood Hotel?
That was quite nice. I like that one.
That one. Again, Bobby wasn't in there. We got a model. I think what we done wrong there. Now we done it in was it Paris Fashion Week or something? We booked a photo shoot up.
Yes, so
when we tried to get models, we couldn't get none. We've got the girl. The girl
was really good for us.
And the band was good as well.
It was good. I think maybe a little bit too young for our brand.
Yeah, because the girl.
I actually really liked some of the shots you got, man.
I know, it's wicked, but he was very young. I think he was only like 19 at the time.
Yeah,
and we was like, obviously our customers are a little bit more mature than 19, majority of the time. We do obviously different people. So, and then since then I've now gotten into doing the photography myself. So the next shot I want to probably do it, but this one is purely getting back to basics.
I mean, this is only going to be like a simple shot of me. It's no like big production, so
no, but still, I still want it to look good. And this shot I've got in London is going to be quite cool, but I think it's going to be quite hard to expose because there's 2
minutes ago you said I was out of the pictures. Now you're saying I'm back in the pictures.
You're back in the pictures for this one, only for the About Us one, but not like you ain't having girls wrap around you no more.
A little bit confused.
No one believes that girls want to wrap around you.
So you still need me in the pictures.
This one, only for this one, but you're out. The summer one, I'm going to drop you again.
Contradicted what you said a little while ago. I'm just a little bit confused.
Let's go. So what I'm going to have to do, I think I'm going to have to shoot because when it's in like a tunnel looking out, I'm going to have to expose for the dark bits of the tunnel, then expose for the background, and then I've got to expose for you as well.
Sorry,
so
what you saying? I just drifted off there and you just told me.
Just don't worry, let's get it done. So anyway, should we just get on with it?
I think so, yeah.
Welcome to the vlog. Okay, well, so Bobby's been making this grenade at the moment, so what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to shoot you making this grenade, so I just want you, for the next hour or two, I just want you to just carry on.
I just need to melt out the metal first.
Well, you can melt it up, just make all the bits. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use...
I'm going to make all the bits in an hour now, am I?
We'll just do it for over the next hour or so. I'll get a few tomorrow, but just for the video, yeah?
Right, give me a...
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Canon 80D, I'm going to put a macro lens on there with the spotlight. I'm going to isolate the jewellery you're making, and with the macro lens, I'm going to go really in close, so it's just really see. All I want to see is your hands and the piece being made. So I really want the viewer to like be engaged in that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah.
So what are you doing first?
I need to melt this metal up because otherwise I ain't got no metal to make anything. So.
Right then, we'll melt the metal up, and then I might as well photograph that as well, and we see what it comes out like. Apologies for stopping this video, but I was editing and I thought it might be a good idea to not just show you the pictures how they've done, but also the photos when they're raw, so when they come out of camera. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put up on screen, I'm going to put up the raw image. This was taken straight from the camera, and as you can see now, this is the one where I've edited it in Lightroom, and so you can see the difference. I took these photos over several days with Bobby. When he was doing something, I just went up to him, snapped a few away, just with the spotlight. So here's a few of them on screen now, just going backwards and forwards from the before and after, so you can get to see the difference. Now I've done them shots, I think they're looking pretty good. Now I've got to work on the product shots. Most of the product shots are already done, but we've got a few new pieces that Bobby's been making over the last few months, which ain't been photographed yet. So now I'm going to set up all the gear so we can start taking the product shots. So you're going to see me do that right now. I've now set up all the scene, and with this I'm now going to start taking product shots of the jewellery. As you can see, what I've done, I sort of like built a white tent all the way around the piece, because jewellery is so reflective with the metal, with the diamonds, so the showroom was really dark, that's going to pick up. We've got some reds over there, it's also going to shine in, so by building that white tent around it, all it's going to do is reflect the white. Also, this is diffusion paper, and I'm going to shoot all the lights for it. That's going to diffuse the light, going to make nice soft highlights on the piece, going to really make it nice. But what we do is really special. We photo stack all our pieces. So we don't just take one photo, because then you've got the top of the bracelet or the ring nice and focused, but by the time it gets to the bottom of the shank, it's all blurred, and it's nice in obviously other photos, but with a product shot, it doesn't work. So what we do, we take about 12 to 15 photos each time, moving that knob just a little bit so it gets the next bit in focus. And then what we do, then we put it over into the computer, we run it through some software, and it cuts it all up, and then we've got a completely in focus from the top right through the bottom. So let's start shooting some shots. This is the image straight from the camera. As you can see now, I'm going to swipe across and you're going to see the edit. I've done this one in Photoshop, as you need to do a little bit more retouching with the product shot, especially with the macro lens, and it's really in close. Now you're going to see the same bracelet but shot open, and now this is the after. Got loads more to do, so over the next few hours I'm going to carry on taking the photos of our new product for the brochure.
Tom, do you want a break from photography and get some food?
Come in.
Got some sushi.
Oh, I love it.
Miso soup.
Nice, let's get dug in.
Don't eat the prawns, I know you're allergic to them. Nice. Jeez, you're smacking your lips there, aren't you?
Anyway, while we're at lunch, I thought it was a good opportunity to say thank you for everyone at the Goldsmith. I don't know if you watched that video last week or a couple of weeks ago now, the video, but we were preparing for the Goldsmith fair. And then we actually did the show. Unfortunately, we wasn't allowed to do any videoing because you can't video in the hall. But what was really good about the show, and the amount of people that come up and said they watched this channel.
That's really good. It's nice.
It's amazing.
Like young people to watching it and everything.
Yeah,
it's good,
we're a small channel. I mean, we ain't got that much going, that much traction yet. But there was so many. I mean, there was hundreds of people that come up and said how much they loved it, and it was really nice to get.
I appreciate it. It's good. It makes you feel like worth doing them, doesn't it? A little bit more.
Yeah, and it was nice to see the faces behind comments. Like, oh yeah, I've seen you write a comment and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd like to really say thank you for coming up, taking the time to see us, see the jewellery. Hopefully you liked it. You was more impressed than when you sort of look.
You see more than what you see on the camera, though, didn't you? When you come and
you
come
get
up
to
to the studio.
it. So yeah, it was good. But I don't even know. I'm going to tell the viewers. I don't even know if I told you, but it's something really like funny happened. So a group of well, I say kids. They weren't kids, but to me they're kids. Young, old teenagers.
Old teenagers.
Whatever. Well, they're probably like, say like 18, 19. So anyways, a group of them, so they've come up. So one of the boys said to me, as he went, is Bobby us? I said, oh no, he's at the studio at the moment, so he's not here today. He might be in later on tonight. So he went, oh. So anyway, the other people we started chatting, they was going, oh, we love this, and we love the banter between you and Bobby, and making this and what we'd done. So it was really good. I was having like backwards and forwards conversation. This boy asked for you, he was just standing at the back, he had his arms folded. It looked like they had the right hump. So he was just saying like this anyway. So after a little while, 5 minutes of having a conversation, they're saying they're going to go now. So I said, oh thanks, lovely to meet you. Anyway, as I was walking off, he's walked up to me, looked me in the eye and went, it's a real shame Bobby's not here. And then walked off.
Of course, he wants to look at the talent, doesn't
What's he mean by that? What's he mean about it to me?
Obviously I'm better than you, ain't I?
I don't know about that, but anyway, that's what he did.
Crack on, eat your food. We've got loads to do today.
Got to try to swallow it close and choke on it. Oh, well, that went down quite hard. I've done the product shots, now I've got to take the one of you for the about us. I'm going to go and do that. I'll scatter a wicked location in London, and what it is like in like an alleyway. So I'm going to shoot through the alleyway, and in the back of it frames Big Ben. And you're there, so it's really London, and you've got like the old Victorian, I suppose.
You do realise that's the most touristy route probably in England.
But I think a lot of the Ollies are over now, so I think we might be all right. I think we can get there. If we get, it ain't going to be that bad. We're going to get there, but it's going to be a wicked shot. So I can't wait to show you. You're going to be buzzing when you see this.
Well, eat this and get down there then.
So let's eat this, and are you ready to go?
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way. For the record, ain't trying to link, no time to waste. For the record.
In fact, it's a wicked location. It's really pretty, really London. And anyway, you see the lights, and then we're going to shoot through it, so it's going to frame Big Ben. We're going to stick Bobby in it, and that's how we're going to do it. But we've got here, and there's two major problems. The first one, as you can see,
it's seriously windy.
And messing Bobby's hair right up, so he ain't going to look too good in this brochure for Christmas. But the second thing, and the biggest thing, I'm going to have to turn you around and show you.
Actually, the biggest thing.
The biggest thing. So, if you have a look round, see there? Someone's gone and scaffolded the bed. So, bring you that round. So, if Big Ben's scaffolding up, it's going to look a bit dodgy. So, there's two things we think we're doing. So, the first one, we can just take the shot, how it is, buy like a stock photo of Big Ben, and then in Photoshop, just cover Big Ben up so it looks like it. Or we go and find a new location.
Or we keep Big Ben scaffolded.
So we're gonna see how we're gonna take the shot anyway. Now we actually wanted it, and we're gonna see how it comes out. But I'm a little bit gutted. Plus he's been barley. I don't know.
I'm just getting wings going to. So
he ain't gonna look too good. But let's get it shot and see how we get on.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm recording. Right. So what are we to do, bro?
It's really windy, bro.
Let the wind go there.
I need an hairstylist or something.
Well, we ain't got one.
Where do you want me to stand? Like this?
Just stand like that. What I'm going to do,
I'm straight.
You're a bit dark, so I'm going to expose the outside. So you're a little bit dark, so let's try and put the up here.
Then hurry up now, because I'm getting windy. So wind sweats here.
Right, ready?
Yeah, ready. Okay, like that, yeah?
Slide, ready? That's shot.
Like that.
Yeah, go on.
Go. There's no one coming, so.
Alright, I'm taking it.
Hurry up then.
Right, can you try and do a little smile this time, mate? Because a little bit moody, I'm going to kill someone.
I don't want to look too happy, like, oh my god, look how happy I am.
Just try and do a little happy here. Let's see how you get on. So busy on here.
There you go.
I'll be able to take it home, mate.
You do realise that's the most touristy route probably in England.
But I think a lot of the Ollies are over now.
Ready, quickly.
Shot. I'm going to get it light, and I'm going to get it from here.
I don't like the smiling though, it's silly.
Just a touch.
We've got about 300 people coming.
It's me again, but I promise it's for the last time. What I wanted to do, I wanted to show you the shot we got from the London shoot. Really like this shot, really like the concept. It's not exactly what we wanted. As you can see, it was crazy busy there. Like Bobby said it was going to be busy, but I didn't expect it to be that much. When I got there, the light I had wasn't reaching Bobby. So what I had to do, I had to put it on a timer because I didn't have anyone else there. I didn't have any switches to take the photo. So I was putting on a 2-second timer, running from around the back of the camera, as you can see in this photo, holding the light up to Bobby's face and hoping I was getting exposure. What I didn't realise from the back of the camera until I got back and looked at it on the desktop, Bobby was out of focus in every photo, which was a real shame because it means this photo for print is unusable. But what we've got the concept, and that's what I'm really happy about. We know it works. All I have to do now, we're probably going to go back on one Sunday morning, probably about, I don't know, maybe like 6, 7 in the morning, just as it's getting light. And then what we can do, hopefully it won't be too many people around and we can get the shot we want, and next time it can be technically right. You can still see what we was trying to get, so I hope you enjoyed that. Right, I'm gonna let you get back to the video now. It's not long left, so I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you enjoy the rest of it, and I will see you next time. Do you fancy going for a couple of drinks before you go home? No, why would I want to do that? We'll spend a bit of social time, mate, just work then. I can't bother to do that. I'd rather chuck myself in the Thames and swim back and go and spend 2 hours in a pub with you. Well, I'll tell you what, mate, you'll be going in the Thames in a minute.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you.